George Grizzard, wonderful actor who was the original Nick in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, died a couple of weeks ago.
I was very fortunate having George in 3 of my plays.
Delicate Balance, Seascape.
And Seascape.
Yeah, and Virginia Woolf. I read, though, in Alan Schneider's memoir that you were reluctant to have George play Nick originally because you thought Nick should be a more strapping football linebacker.
I remember it differently. I remember being quite taken with George's abilities. He was a young guy. He was, what, 28,
yeah.
30, when the proper age when he played Nick. I remember, all I remember of it, I don't remember saying to Alan, though I may have, is he large enough for the role? But I remember George coming up to me saying, do you think I'm too small for the role? And I remember saying something, you know, rehearsed and clever, like any actor can be any size they want to be, and don't worry about it. So, but probably a little truth both there. Maybe it did concern me that I had conceived of Nick as more of a bruiser. But once George got into rehearsal, and I saw the subtlety in which he played and the aggressiveness that he could do so cleverly, I had no problem with having George in the play at all. I'm sorry he had to leave so soon. He left after 3 months.
I think subtle is a good way to describe George. That's the sense I always got watching him. There was never any flashy, actory kind of tricks with him.
No, I've never seen any better playing Tobias in A Delicate Balance than George. He was so wonderful in that.
Yeah, I always thought that he had the upper class elegance of your characters, but also the kind of anger and emptiness or the lost quality about him that is.
Well, he was a first-rate actor. He could play a lot of things. Yeah. He could play more than one thing.
I want to ask you one last thing, though, about backstage. I always heard that he and Elaine Stritch were at war with each other during A Delicate Balance. Was that true?
Yes.
How bad? Was that a George and Martha situation?
I can't quote some of the things that George would say to Stritch during curtain calls, because this is a family program.
Right.